and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's senior ceremony for the Churchville-Chili varsity hockey team, where we get to honor our 7 seniors, part of the class of 2025. First, we'd like to acknowledge the 5 seniors from the Irondequoit Eagles. Forward number 2, Robert Wunsch. Defenseman number 6, Tommy Holt. Forward number 13, Matt Wallen. Defenseman number 15, Nick Beachy. And forward number 29, Hayden Van Dusen. Congratulations, boys, and good luck in your future. And now it's time to honor the Churchville-Chili hockey class of 2025. Our first senior, goaltender number 1, Cole Wilson. Cole is joined tonight on the ice by his mom, his dad, and 2 brothers. Cole's favorite hockey memory was his unforgettable trip to Lake Placid 2 years ago. He's thankful that he gets to share that memory with all of his best friends and coaches. Cole is in his 3rd year on the varsity hockey team, and he would like to thank his parents and all his coaches throughout the years for the opportunities he's been given while playing hockey to make this moment possible. Cole's future plans is to pursue a degree in engineering. He's undecided on where he would like to attend, although he is certain he wants to continue his hockey career. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Cole Wilson. Our next senior, number 3, Aiden Bushnell. Aiden is joined tonight on the ice by his parents. We'd like to start with thanking his parents for supporting him and giving him the opportunity to play hockey. We'd also like to thank his many coaches for helping him become the player and person that he is today. His favorite memory of Churchville hockey was our trip to Lake Placid 2 years ago. His future plans for college are still undecided, but he is excited to see what the future holds. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Aiden Bushnell. Our next senior, defenseman number 4, Sebastian Dix. He's joined tonight on the ice by his mom and his grandparents. Sebastian would like to thank his mom for being his biggest supporter. He'd also like to thank his grandpa for helping him become the player and person he is today, and for driving him all over the place. His favorite memory from Churchville hockey is going to Lake Placid as a team sophomore year. And Churchville hockey has been such a great experience, he wishes he could start it all over again. His future plans are to attend St. John Christian University in the fall to study nursing, while also playing tennis and hopefully club hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Sebastian Dix. Our next senior, number 7, Ryan Amico. Ryan is joined tonight on the ice by his mom and dad. He's been a member of the varsity hockey program for 4 years. His favorite memories are going to the sectional final, leading the JV team to a championship in the Lake Placid trip his sophomore year. I'd like to thank his mom, dad, and grandparents for everything they have done for him throughout his hockey career. He plans to attend Roberts Wesleyan for business administration in the fall while pursuing a master's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, alternate captain, Ryan Nico. Our next senior, forward number 20, Ryan Handley. Ryan is joined the ice tonight by his mom, his dad, and his grandpa. Ryan would like to thank both of his loving parents for being his biggest supporters through the ups and downs, especially his dad for shaping him into the player and person he is today through his constructive criticism. His favorite memory of the 3 years he's been in the varsity program was the trip to Lake Placid with the team his sophomore season. He's very grateful for the lessons he's learned while being a part of the Churchville hockey community and will miss it as the season ends. Plans on attending RAT in the fall for their engineering exploration program. Ladies and gentlemen, forward number 20, Ryan Hanley. Our next senior, number 21, Carter Brady. Carter is demonstrating on the ice by his mom, his dad, and his sister. Carter would like to start by thanking the Churchville-Chili hockey program for the past 3 seasons. He'd like to thank all of his coaches who helped him get to where he is today. He would also like to thank his parents for the time and money that they have spent on him while playing hockey. He couldn't have done it without you. His favorite memory from Churchville hockey was when we went to Lake Placid during his sophomore season. After high school, he plans on going to college somewhere, still undecided on where and what he wants to major, and he wants to major in business administration, but would like to continue his hockey career while in school. Ladies and gentlemen, number 21, Carter Brady. And last but not least, number 24, Jacob Sheets. Jacob was joined by his mom, dad, and his 2 sisters. He's always wanted to be a hockey player since he was in 3rd grade. He would like to thank his parents for giving him that opportunity while it took a lot of convincing that they eventually gave into. He also wants to thank his sisters, grandparents, and friends for the support throughout his hockey career. He'd like to thank his coaches for getting him here and believing in him. Without them, he would not have been able to come this far. After high school, he plans to attend college to study accounting. Ladies and gentlemen, number 24, Jacob Sheets. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Churchville-Chili hockey class of 2025.
Another Friday evening, another Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week here on Rock Sports Network. My name is Matt Stathopoulos. Kyle Sanson is on the camera for us tonight, and we've got a good one in store between the visiting Irondequoit Eagles and the hometown Churchville-Chili Saints, as we are just a few moments away from tonight's opening face-off. Teams are on the ice completing their pregame warm-up. As per usual, it is senior night here tonight at Scottsville Ice Arena. Just a moment ago, the Churchville-Chili Saints and public address announcer Nate Foz honored the seniors for the Saints. Can't believe it's already that time of the year when teams begin rolling out their senior nights on their last few games of the season here. It's been a quick one in Section 5 this season, and we sure are glad to have you along with us for another edition of the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, which leads us to give a special thanks to our title sponsor, which is obviously Ralph Honda. At Ralph, car buying has changed, and so has Ralph Honda. See the new 2025 models, the new technology, and a new way of buying. The new Hondas are fuel efficient, spacious, and sporty with something for every Honda lover. Stop in and meet with one of their automotive specialists to customize your new Honda today at Ralph Honda, Westridge Road, and online at ralphhonda.com. The Irondequoit Eagles are coached by Mike Cimino, and the Churchville-Chili Saints are coached by, of course, Brian Young. And we will pause for a moment for the playing of the national anthem. And as always, a nice rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner getting us started on our broadcast tonight. Thank you to those who are tuning in. As we mentioned in our opening, we've got what's expected to be a good one between the Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints. The last time I was with you, the Churchville-Chili Saints lost an overtime thriller to the Webster Thomas Titans. It was a game that seemed like the Churchville was being outplayed heavily, but they managed to get it tied up, get it sent to OT. A great game that was played by Cole Wilson. But nonetheless, here we are for another Friday night contest between the Saints and now the Irondequoit Eagles, as the team's doing as is tradition in high school hockey, trying to get everybody riled up by pounding their sticks on the benches. And we are underway here at Scottsville Ice Arena. The Irondequoit Eagles take possession off the opening faceoff, and in the zone they come. Here's Matt Parsons trying to get to the net. The puck did get to the net, but he didn't exactly get a clean shot. It was easily turned aside by Cole Wilson. And the Eagles will look to get something set up. That pass goes awry, and the Saints will send it back in the other direction. But Irondequoit's there to play it, and they will start up. Dumped into the zone in the far corner. There to get it is Sebastian Dix for the Saints. Battle going on behind the goal. Dix will spin away. And bit of a broken play there. The puck is loose in the slot, now picked up by Irondequoit at the point, firing a shot, never got through to Wilson. The follow-up chance went wide, and then the Saints will pick up that loose puck and send it the distance, and they will take the icing here as we are just shy of a minute into this first period. Bit of a good start for the Irondequoit Eagles on that first shift. They had a bit of a rush, a couple of shots that didn't make it through to the net necessarily, but in any event, you can give them credit there for setting the tone on that first shift as well. The face-off to the right of Cole Wilson. It's won by the Eagles once again, but skitters into the corner. Eagles pick it up. At the top of the circle, that shot came from Velopek. It's denied by Wilson, but still loose in front, and then eventually cleared aside by the Saints, and they will start in the other direction. Over the line and in, as that was Canellis. Now battling in the corner, he does have reinforcements. It comes all the way out to the point, but it's too far for Sloan to handle it, so he'll have to back up. Scramble in the neutral zone. The Eagles are the ones who do come away with it. Nice move there by, sorry, I thought that was Parsons. It's Dylan Carey who brings it over the line, but then it's picked up by Galliford for Churchville. He reverses. I think he had his own teammates fooled on that one, but nonetheless, were able to maintain possession, but it was sent the distance by Jack Sloan, and this is going to come back for an icing against the Saints. So we'll have another face-off in the Irondequoit zone with just over 15 minutes remaining here in this opening period. In to take the draw for the Eagles is Matt Whalen, number 13, and he wins it cleanly back to the point. Here's Beachy with it. The shot was deflected by Whalen, but wide. There to play it is Indiano for Churchville. He gets it out, and he will send it the distance, and it will come back for another icing against the Saints. Quick shift there for both lines, so no line changes as a result of that icing. But conservative play there by the Saints, and not necessarily a bad decision, I'll say. You know, in a situation like that, always helps to just get the puck out of the zone and alleviate any pressure. That face-off is controlled by the Saints. And now Pellegrino will look to chip it out, but he does not. It's held in by Beachy. He snaps it toward the goal. It goes wide. Kept alive here by the Eagles. It's spun back into the corner by Whalen. But now the Saints will pick it up behind their own end. They'll send it up the boards. They don't get it out. Another keep in by Beachy. That shot deflected in front. It went off the stick of Meyer. And a follow-up chance, but Churchville still doesn't get it out. Good work here by Irondequoit to pin the Saints on their heels. Behind the net for the Saints is Brady. He'll play it up the boards, and they do get it out this time. But they're unable to maintain possession as there is Caden Van Duzen picking it up and sending it the other way, and the Eagles will look to come out again. Sent into the zone or chipped into the zone by Matt Parsons. He had some traffic around him, was unable to get into the zone cleanly, and Churchville will start back the other way, but good back check there by Parsons. He'll turn it in the other direction. Big hit delivered there is on the other end there was Nico. But now the Eagles will look to win this battle here in the neutral zone. It's eventually passed cross-ice by Alex McLaughlin, but it went awry. And now the Eagles will be in their own end, and they'll look to come out with it, but some good pressure here by Churchville. A centering pass was denied, and the Eagles will start out. That is going the distance, and it is going to be whistled back for an icing against Irondequoit. Good hustle there by Hunter Weisbeck to try and beat it out, but he was just a little bit shy there. Shy of winning the race, I should say, more specifically. Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Chase Wallner of the Irondequoit Eagles. It's won by Irondequoit. Some D-to-D passing looking to start a breakout here, and they do get it out of the zone, but not with clean possession, and Churchville will start back in the other direction, and getting a little bit ahead of the play there was Ben Canellis, and they will be whistled for an offside. Tonight's first period is brought to you by Lattimore Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab. Lattimore currently offers 35 clinics throughout the area, including nearby locations in North Chili, Brockport, and Spencerport. More than 90 certified physical therapists have experience in treating most conditions and sports injuries, and in most cases, they're able to offer initial consultations within 24 hours for your convenience. Visit LattimorePT.com to learn more. Just under 13 minutes to go in this opening period here at Scottsville Ice Arena. No score between the Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints. It's the Saints looking to put some pressure on the Eagles here. As a scramble in the nearby corner. It's eventually dug out by Irondequoit, and out they come. Over the line and in, Doug Velopek sends it right on goal to Cole Wilson. He gloves it down and hangs on to it, no problem. And we will have another stoppage of play. Not a whole lot of flow in this game here in the opening period. We've had quite a few icings on both sides, quite a few stoppages of play so far. And I don't think that's to the demise of either team. I think either team is fine with a pace like that. It allows them an opportunity to dictate that pace and start something. But of course, one of them, either side, has to step up and do that. So we'll see how the remainder of that plays out. As here are the Eagles looking to come out with it. They do chip it out of the zone to the neutral zone. Sent in there by Dominic Camardo, and now Camardo has it at the top of the circle. He'll defer to the point man. That shot was deflected wide as it came from Porter Roberts. Now Churchville will control it. They'll chip it up the boards, but they don't get it out. Good keep in there by Camardo. He'll send it behind the net. Giving chase is Whalen, but picking it up are the Saints, and they do start out in the other direction. It's sent into the zone by Carter Brady. He'll go off for a change. Now Irondequoit will control it in their own end. They'll look for an outlet. Sent up and brought the other way now by Whalen. Whalen snapping it toward the goal, but it went off the shin guards of Jack Sloan and deflected wide. And then Irondequoit was completing a change. But here, some pressure coming on as they are getting those reinforcements back out onto the ice. There's now Ryan Adams behind the net. He takes a big hit. At the point, thrown toward the goal, never got through to Cole Wilson. Chipped up the boards, and it hit a glove on the Churchville bench, I believe is what the officials will whistle there. So the face-off will stay in the Churchville zone with just over 11 minutes remaining here in this opening period. Still no score. Knotted up at 0 between the Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints. Face-off will be to the left of Cole Wilson. It's won by the Eagles. Thrown toward the goal by Beachy, and it didn't miss by much. A cycle into the far corner, now sent around the net by Irondequoit. Beachy pinches in to keep it in, and he does just that. Good work as he took on 2 Churchville players. Now the Eagles will look for a centering pass. They connect. Oh, and a great save by Cole Wilson. Point blank as he robbed Ryan Adams. How that pass got through to Adams, I'm not sure. But Cole Wilson was ready and made a phenomenal save to keep this a 0-0 game. But here come the Eagles again looking to get something started. Run off into the corner there was Dylan Carey, but the Eagles do keep it in the zone for the time being. Carey behind the net with Landon Bryan. Now at the point, the Eagles keep it in. They'll just send it into the far corner. Chopped up the boards and not out, but then a follow-up chance there, and the Saints were able to get that one out. Nice little touch pass for Carey. He's over the line on the left wing side. Looking to go to the net with it. Not sure it got through. Eagles do keep it in here. Thrown toward the net. Deflected wide and off the glasses. That shot came from Tommy Holvey. But now up on the near side boards. Oh, run into big time there was, I believe, the Eagles, the Churchville bench, I think, wanted a penalty called there, but nonetheless they didn't get one. That's sent in by Galliford on goal. And the Eagles will look to break out here from their own end, but some nice pressure put on by the Saints. Now picked up by the Eagles as no clear possession there by Churchville. They were unable to keep it in, but they get a break here, and they do pick it back up, and they'll look to send it back in here, but it's turned over and sent back into the Saints zone by Henry Velopek. The Saints do turn it back the other way, though. Here's Canellis over the line. A pass, and it found its way to Pellegrino. but a nice save made by Wallner, and then a whistle as the net was knocked off its moorings, as we're down to 9 minutes remaining here in this first period. Still no score between the Churchville-Chili Saints and the Irondequoit Eagles here on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week at Scottsville Ice Arena. The faceoff is won by the Churchville-Chili Saints. Behind the net, it's reversed, but good forecheck there by Anthony Indiano to keep this play alive for Churchville. Indiano will look to come out with it. He does get it over to its intended target. Now a scramble in the crease and a save made by Wallner. Good work there by Indiano, as that led to a chance for Brody Gallagher. And that with that scramble in front, it almost led to a bit of a broken scoring chance for the Churchville-Chili Saints, but nonetheless, they were unable to beat Chase Wallner. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Wallner. That face-off it looked like it was won by Irondequoit, but then controlled by Churchville, and they'll keep it in the Eagles' zone. But the Eagles did have possession of it momentarily, but now there's a scramble in the far corner. Now the Eagles do get it back. Alex McLaughlin trying to start out with it. He'll pass it up ahead, but it was a bit of a blind pass that was intended for Hunter Weisbeck, and he was unable to control it, and it ended up going the distance for icing. So we will have a face-off back in the Irondequoit zone with 8:18 remaining in this opening period. Still 0-0 between the Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints. Neither team has had what you'd call a glorious scoring opportunity thus far, but both teams have had a few chances, we'd say. But overall, a pretty conservative start to this game from both sides. As the Eagles look to go to work, a scramble behind the net. It comes up the far boards, and Canellis is able to chip it out, and it's picked up there and brought ahead now by the Saints. That shot goes high over the glove of Wallner. And the Saints looking to keep it in momentarily. Canellis will try to cycle it. He does just that. A battle going on behind the goal line, now up the boards, and the Eagles will start out with it. It's sent in by McLaughlin, and the Eagles were near the end of a shift there, so they'll have a wholesale change and get some fresh legs out. Good work there. Nice forecheck by Landon Bryan to keep that alive for Irondequoit and push it into the corner. Now coming out with it is Dylan Carey at the point. It's held in, thrown toward the net, but blocked en route. Now Bryan looking to center it. Helping there is Carey. Carey goes out to the point for Beachy. He slaps a shot, and it went off a stick and never got through to Cole Wilson. But the Eagles will look to control it still here in the far corner. A cycle passed by Velopek, but then picked up by the Saints, and that attempt does get out with some help from Canellis. Canellis trying to go one-on-one there with Levi Powell, but he didn't get anything clean. That shot went on goal to Wallner. He made the save and elected to keep the play alive and defer it to his defenseman instead of freeze it. Now in the neutral zone, the Saints will control it. As we're down to 6:18 remaining in this first period. Still no score between the Churchville-Chili Saints and the Irondequoit Eagles, as the puck is in the Irondequoit zone. D-to-D pass there by Nick Beecher to his defensive partner. Now it's back on the stick of Beecher. He'll send it up the boards. He elevated it to Landon Bryan. It was tough for Bryan to control. But over the line and in, and they're going to say that's offside, as it was carried over the line by Dylan Carey. But just ahead of the play there was number 21, Henry Velopek, and the Eagles were whistled for an offside. The draw is won by the Saints. They'll look to start in the other direction. It's dumped into the zone by Sloan. Goes behind Chase Wallner, the Irondequoit goaltender, and there to get it first was Indiano, but he couldn't really control it after the fact, and the Eagles were able to get it back out to the neutral zone. Churchville, a giveaway here. At the top of the circle, snapping a shot, but it goes over top of the net. And a follow-up chance that came from Velopek that went wide, and Churchville does get it out. And there's going to be a penalty coming up, and this one is going to go against the Irondequoit Eagles as a collision just inside the Churchville zone. It's going to be waiting for the signal, it's going to be a kneeing call on number 6, Tommy Holvey. So the Churchville-Chili Saints will get the game's first power play here with 5:20 remaining in this opening period. A glorious chance to break the deadlock and make it 1-0 here for the Churchville-Chili Saints. As we'll see as they go to work here, they win the faceoff here. Galliford at the point, he'll go cross ice. Just over 5 minutes remaining. The Eagles tried to rim it around the boards and get it out. They're unsuccessful. Here's Galliford stepping into a shot. A nice save made by Wallner, and he covers up. Then it was jarred loose after the fact, but the official did blow the whistle to get the stoppage of play. I think that was fair, that the puck was frozen long enough for that to be whistled when it was. Faceoff will be to the right of goaltender Chase Wallner. It is won by the Saints. Here's Galliford at the point. Playing catch a little bit. Now going cross ice to Canellis. Back up top for Galliford. Once again cross ice. The Saints have some room to work with here down low, and that's what they'll try to do. A centering pass couldn't connect with Indiamo, and then the puck deflected out to the neutral zone, so they'll regroup here. Now bringing it back over the line is Girolamo. Dropping it off. Back down low for Girolamo. Girolamo snapping it toward the goal. Save made by Wallner. That is cleared by Velopek, but not out of the zone. Now trying to get back toward the net. A pass across on the tape of Canellis. He'll throw it toward the goal. It hit a leg in front. Canellis now in front is on for broken play. The scramble, and they jam it in. A broken play leads to a scramble in front, and I believe that was Ben Canellis who got the last touch on it. And there Canellis with the initial shot, and yeah, I think that was his stick that touched it last. Knocked that one into the open cage, but in any event, the Churchville-Chili Saints do break the deadlock and connect on the man advantage to make it 1-0 here with just over 4 minutes remaining in this opening period. Wait for the official announcement to see if they give any assists on that goal. And there you hear the announcement. So there we go. It is going to be Ben Canellis getting credit for the goal, and Anthony Indiamo getting credit for the primary and the only assist on that one. So that's what you need. We mentioned in the beginning of this first period how it seemed to be a bit of a conservative start from both sides. And in a game like that, if you can take a garbage goal, a net mouth scramble goal like the Churchville-Chili Saints just got to get yourself the lead, you will gladly be pleased with something like that. So that's huge in a game like this, and we'll see if it's something the Saints can build off of. But meanwhile, here come the Eagles trying to respond, but a nice save made by Cole Wilson, as that was a pretty good rush. Was a pretty good rush by Hunter Weisbeck there of the Irondequoit Eagles, and a nice effort to get that backhand shot on goal. But even though Cole Wilson looked like he was cheating off the post a little bit, he had to kind of maneuver himself to keep the puck from losing from his grasp. And he was able to do just that and keep this a 1-0 Churchville lead. Here's a shot, though, from the point that bounced in a few directions. Never got through to Wilson. It's cleared to the far boards for the time being, but sent back down low by the Eagles. There to get it is Carter Brady, excuse me. Chip to the centerman by Canellis, and the Saints do get it out to avoid problems here. Now a giveaway, and a little bit of a collision there as a couple bodies went flying. But the Saints will look to set it up here as that shot came from Bushnell that got blocked. And now back the other way comes Velopek, and it's going to go the distance for an icing. So we will have a stoppage of play. Once again, tonight's first period is brought to you by Lattimore Physical Therapy. At Lattimore, their physical therapists enjoy the work they do and bring a positive attitude to their patients' therapy experience. They want their patients' therapy to be something they look forward to each and every session. If patients tell their friends and family about their success at Lattimore, they know they've done their job. Visit LattimorePT.com to learn more. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this opening period. It is 1-0 in favor of the Churchville-Chili Saints. A goal that was scored not long ago by Ben Canellis. And that is where we stand on the score sheet thus far. Here is Grayson Galliford trying to maneuver it ahead. He does just that as Indiamo brings it behind the Irondequoit net, looking for some space. Goes back up top for Pellegrino. That shot, snagged out of the air as it was a howitzer from Grayson Galliford, but a nice glove save by Chase Wallner and easily hanging onto it to not allow any rebound. And that will leave us with a face-off to the right of goaltender Chase Wallner. That draw is won by the Saints. They send it down low behind the net. Up top, and unable to control it was Sebastian Dick, so he'll have to go back out to the neutral zone. He'll send it back into the zone. That will not come back for an offside or an icing, as the Eagles play catch amongst their defensemen and look for a breakout. That pass for Velopek was a little bit too far for him. Now Velopek's got it again. He'll send it into the zone. Giving chase is Dylan Carey. Good work by the Saints defense, though. And some good work by Canellis. And over the line and in come the Eagles. Now to the front of the net. And a save by Wilson. And then it bounced behind the net as now we are inside the final minute of the opening frame here. Here are the Irondequoit Eagles going to work, looking to get some chances here in this final minute. The pass doesn't go far enough to get to the point man, and Canellis will get it out for the Saints. Up in the air and trying to get to it, but unable to play it. There was the Churchville forward, and that one is then elevated up and out of play. So we will have a stoppage of play with 36 seconds remaining in this opening period. I'd also like to say thanks to the crew here at Scottsville Ice Arena for their assistance in making this broadcast possible. Obviously, there is no broadcast without the fine crew here at Scottsville. Thank you, as always, for their assistance and being so generous to us each and every time. And here come the Eagles looking to get something started in the final 30 seconds. Good battle there behind the net. A pass out to the point. Slap toward the goal. Nice save made by Wilson, and he gobbles that one up to not allow a rebound. As definitely some good pressure put on by the Irondequoit Eagles. .9 seconds remaining in this first period. A big face-off here to the right of Churchville goaltender Cole Wilson. It is controlled by Irondequoit and then slapped toward the net, but it goes wide. Now Beachy with it at the point. He'll go to the net with it. That eluded everybody. In the final 10 seconds here, the Eagles will try to drum something up. It's in the corner. Behind the net, controlled by Churchville, and trying to eat it was Brady, but he loses it. A pass in front, trying to deflect it toward the net. He was unsuccessful, and I believe that was Beachy coming in from the point, trying to get a last-minute stick on it, but he couldn't quite steer it to the goal mouth. And in that event, the Churchville-Chili Saints will head to the first intermission with a 1-0 lead here on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. We will be back for the second period in a moment. Don't go away, folks.
It's a new year, and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2024 all-electric Honda Prologue EX all-wheel drive, only $129 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey. 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2025 Honda HR-V LX two-wheel drive, only $209 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda. It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2024 all-electric Honda Prologue EX all-wheel drive, only $129 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey. 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2025 Honda HR-V LX two-wheel drive, only $209 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda. It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2024 all-electric Honda Prologue E.
Back inside Scottsville Ice Arena here on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. My name is Matt Stathopoulos. Kyle Sanson is on the camera for us tonight. We are moments away from the start of the second period here between the Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints. The shots on goal in that first period were 10-7 in favor of Irondequoit, and that seems about right, you know, based on the eye test. From looking back on that first period, Irondequoit definitely seemed to control the play majority of the time, and obviously seemed to get the puck to the net more often than Churchville did. However, the only thing that matters is what's on the scoreboard to our left, and that is that it's 1-0 in favor of the Churchville-Chili Saints. A power play goal that came from Ben Canellis. With just a few minutes remaining in that first period. And that's where we stand as we get set here for the middle frame. And I had mentioned shortly after the goal had gone in that previously in that first period, I said this game seemed like it had a bit of a conservative feel to it from both sides, where neither team was really getting too dangerous of scoring chances or really controlling the play, you know, tilting the ice, controlling the play, if you will. So getting a garbage goal like the Saints did in that first period is certainly huge, and you know, obviously any team will tell you if they can score the first goal, they're going to take scoring the first goal. So nobody wants to play catch up at any point in any game. So we'll see how it unravels here in the second period. Still obviously a very close game, as the shots do indicate. So we said in the opening that we expected this one to be a close one and a good one tonight, and so far it is on that path, as now the teams are making their way to center ice as we are underway here in the second period. It's another clean face-off win by the Irondequoit Eagles. Elevated up, gloved down by the Saints. That's Galliford gloving it down, but the Eagles do get it over the line. That's a delayed offside call on Irondequoit. They'll have to tag up, which they do right there. And we're going to get a penalty coming up. I think this is going to go to Churchville. It's going to be for tripping, as number 4, Doug Velopek on Irondequoit was taken down. And yeah, going right to the box was Ryan Hanley. So now, not even 30 seconds into the second period, the Irondequoit Eagles will get their first power play of the game here. There has only been one. It went to the Churchville-Chili Saints, obviously, in that first period, and they capitalized on it. So we'll see now if Irondequoit can return the favor and make the most of their chance on the man advantage. It's controlled here by Churchville off the draw, but now kept in by Irondequoit for the time being. At the point, here's Hove with it, now down low and thrown toward the net. It got in between the pads of goalie Cole Wilson, and he does hold on. Nice, good awareness there by Cole Wilson to, number one, make that save, and then to not be fazed by that traffic in front of him, as I think it was Landon Bryan who chipped it toward the front. Face-off will be to the right of Wilson now. And it's won cleanly by Irondequoit. At the point, here's Hove walking the line, now going back down low. Back up top for Hove. Now down to the half boards. Space to work with, snapping a shot. It never got through to the net and went cross ice. Behind the Churchville net. It's sent off the boards. And oh my God, almost a 2-on-1 chance that was developing there for Churchville, but Brody Gallagher was unable to control that puck as it came off the boards. Now the Eagles will start back the other way, lining up. Dylan Carey there was Sebastian Dix. He wanted to knock him into next Tuesday, but Carey saw him coming. But Sebastian Dix, you can say, still did his job as Carey did not maintain possession and then coughed it up, and then that led to that offside. Sorry, not offside, because the faceoff is in the Churchville zone. So 1:05 remaining in this man advantage. Here are the Eagles looking to go to work. Cross ice, thrown toward the net, trying to connect with the blade of Velopek, but it just missed him. Now a long cross ice pass there as the Eagles try to stretch the ice here. That shot came from the point by Hove that never got through. Good work there by Carey to keep it alive, and he's got it now. He'll go back up top for Bryan. Bryan at the hash marks. Back over for Hove. He lost it for a second, but does keep it alive. Now Bryan back up to Hove. One more return pass to Bryan, thrown toward the net, a save by Wilson. A backhand chance, Wilson got that one, and the third opportunity was chopped over top of the net. Scramble behind the Churchville net, good work there by the Saints to eat up some time as we're down to 15 seconds remaining on the Irondequoit power play. Still a big scramble. Now 3 Irondequoit players trying to jar the puck loose. Finally it's dug out, and it is and good work there by the Saints to eventually get it out of the zone to the neutral zone. Now they return to full strength. Good penalty kill there by the Saints. And that puck is chipped up into the Churchville bench. So we will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Just below us here to the right of us. Excellent penalty kill by the Churchville-Chili Saints. I'm not sure. I believe it was Carter Brady who was behind the net eating up all that time for the Saints and not allowing the Eagles to obviously set anything up. Even beyond that, not allowing them to get anything near possession. But here comes Hunter Weisbeck the other way, and he drew himself offside. That's going to be whistled for such a call, and the faceoff will be just outside of the Churchville zone on the far end. As we are down to 14:10 remaining in this second period. Still 1-0 in favor of the Churchville-Chili Saints off a goal from Ben Canellis that came in the first period. Saints looking to chip it out of their own end. They do, and out they come. Oh, but a bad pass. They're unable to control it. They turn it over, but now teams exchanging possessions. Churchville does get it back in the neutral zone, sending it into the far corner, giving chase and chipping it down low is Gallagher. Now a scramble in the far corner. Gallagher has it back, trying to elude his defenseman. Good work by Gallagher. He reverses, trying to come out with it. The pass that was intended to go back up top to the point hit a stick and went up into the netting. So we will have a stoppage of play, and that faceoff should stay in the zone as it was deflected off of an Irondequoit stick. And yeah, that's exactly the case. It will be to the left of goaltender Chase Wallner. The draw is eventually picked up by Irondequoit. They do get it out to the neutral zone, but it's sent right back in by the Saints. Tagging up was Canellis to avoid any offside call. Now behind the Irondequoit net, they'll look to start out with it. Good work by multiple times there. Irondequoit tried to get it out, but Churchville denied it. But now a third chance. Irondequoit does get into the zone, but not for long. And here comes Canellis in the other direction for the Saints, and he drew his teammate offside. Not a good heads-up play there by Ben Canellis, and you could hear Coach Brian Young saying to I'm sure it was him in particular, to get it deep. It's never a good thing to draw your teammates offside with those last-minute moves at the blue line. And here the Eagles win the draw, and they do get it out. Sending it in the zone was TJ Meyer. Now Meyer with some help from Whalen. Whalen will go back up top to the point. They'll try to get it down low. Meyer tries to chip it toward the net, but he was denied, and it's picked up there by Grayson Galliford. And he will start out with a Galliford on the left wing side. He's got a burst of steam, comes over the line, snaps it toward the net, and it's gloved down by Wallner, and he hangs on. Tonight's second period is brought to you by Bill Gray's Restaurant and Tap Rooms. Every Tuesday is Great Plate Tuesday at Bill Gray's. Just $9.99 for 2 Bill Gray's cheeseburgers on top of home fries and mac salad. Loaded with your choice of toppings that include Bill Gray's famous meat hot sauce. Great Plate Tuesday is every Tuesday. Gimme, 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 Bill Gray's. And of course today is Friday, but that shouldn't deter you from going to Bill Gray's. It's not just great plates on their menu that are spectacular. They've also got an underrated buffalo chicken sandwich, if I do say so myself. So stop into your nearest Bill Gray's in the Rochester area and enjoy an excellent Friday night dinner. It's about that time for Friday night dinner. Just a moment ago, the puck right below us was chipped up into the timekeeper's booth, so we'll have a face-off at center ice here with 12:13 remaining in the second. It's controlled by Irondequoit off the draw, chipped ahead, run into there, but now brought over the line by Carey, and he snaps a shot, but it goes wide. Oh, Dylan Carey, what a chance from between the hash marks, but he couldn't hit the net somehow from there. Now at the point, thrown toward the net, never got through to Wilson. That one came from Porter Roberts. On the far end, Roberts, it looked like he didn't keep it in, but the referee disagreed and said play on. So Irondequoit will continue going to work here. A pass into the slot. It was cleared aside by Churchville. Then a follow-up chance was chipped out by Hanley. Hanley tries to center it, but nobody home. The Churchville defense were changing, but now they do have their fresh pair on, and they were able to come out in time to pick up that loose puck and start it in the other direction. But now in the Irondequoit zone, it's eventually worked back out to the neutral zone. In the corner, given away by the Eagles, but then they pick it back up as it's Carey picking it up and starting the other way. Now an odd man rush here for Irondequoit. That shot went wide. Trying to come out with it is Carey, passing up to the point for McLaughlin. He snaps it toward the net, blocker down by Wilson. Another chance from the point was blocked before it got anywhere near the net, and the Saints do start back in the other direction. Oh, a nice hip check there, delivered by Tommy Holv. You don't see too many perfectly executed hip checks these days in any levels of hockey, but that was a perfect one by Tommy Holv. Perfectly clean, knocked his man off the puck just as you're supposed to do. And in the meantime, the puck was deflected up and into the Churchville bench, so we will have a face-off just below us and to the right outside of the Irondequoit zone with 10:32 remaining in this second period. Still 1-0 in favor of the Churchville-Chili Saints. The only goal we've had came from Ben Canellis on the power play in that first period. The Irondequoit Eagles have had a power play of their own in this second period. Of course, they were unsuccessful on that. Behind the Churchville net, collision there. Up to the point, Holv throws it to the net, deflected en route, as I believe that was Ryan Adams who got a stick on it, but it went wide. Now in the slot, out to the point for Holv. Holv will snap it toward the goal. It's deflected, and another chance that came, but went wide of the net. So I'm not even sure. Yeah, that puck never made it to the net on that opportunity. So a couple of good scoring chances here for Irondequoit, but a few of them have not even made their way to the goal mouth. Now Churchville will look to counter, starting by getting it into the zone. They do, but now it's quickly turned over and started back by Irondequoit. Sent into the zone behind the Churchville net. The Eagles will complete a line change as Sloan will look for a breakout for the Saints. He defers to Galliford. Galliford goes up the boards to nobody, and that will come all the way back for an icing against Churchville. Once again, a special thanks to our title sponsor, Ralph Honda. At Ralph Honda, they know car buying has changed. When you visit the showroom or ralphhonda.com, you can value your trade, get instant credit approval, schedule service, even build and customize your next Honda. It's a whole new way of doing business, so come see for yourself. Ralph Honda on Westridge Road and online at ralphhonda.com. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the second period. The Churchville-Chili Saints clinging to a 1-0 lead. The Irondequoit Eagles have elevated their play here in these last few minutes. I'd say they've controlled the majority of the play. Certainly most of that helped with the power play that they had a few minutes ago. And now the Saints obviously would like to have a shift or two, or three or four for that matter, in the other direction. As it's in the Churchville zone, they'll look to come out with it. It's sent up the boards. A breakout pass was fought off by the Eagles, but then a follow-up chance. Churchville is able to get it out of the zone. Picked up there and a whistle. We will have a penalty. I believe it's going to be a slashing penalty on, I think this is going to go to Matt Whalen, or no, a hold. Matt Whalen was pleading his case, but the referee is not having any of it. I think it's going to be for holding, given if I saw the official signal correctly. But in any event, the Saints will get their second man advantage of the game and look to extend their lead here. We'll wait for the announcement to see what the official call was. But in the meantime, here come the Eagles the other way. Here's Landon Bryan trying to get to the net, and I'm not sure he even got a shot off, but he still has possession, and he'll send it back down low. Yes, and so they did get Whalen for the hold, and that's where we stand. But meanwhile, to start this power play, it's the Irondequoit Eagles once again dictating the pace here as that wraparound attempt from Doug Velopek was chipped up into the air, and it fell right into the glove of goaltender Cole Wilson. He covered it up. We'll have a face-off to the left of him. Just over 8 minutes remaining in this second period. 1:35 remaining in this Churchville power play, but it's been all Irondequoit Eagles on this Churchville man advantage so far. A pass across the ice eluded everybody. Now finally Churchville has possession of the puck. We'll see if they can get it out of the zone here. It bounced its way to the front of Cole Wilson, and he had to cover up as there was pressure. Good work by Landon Bryan. And Landon Bryan, he just put his hand up. What a tremendous shift for him, and he put his hand up to Coach Mike Cimino, said, no, leave me out here. I'm ready to go. But Cimino said, it looked like Mike Cimino said, great shift, but let's conserve our energy here. But nonetheless, yeah, great shift by Landon Bryan to eat up some time on this penalty kill. But meanwhile, here come the Saints the other way, trying to get something started, but they won't. It was quickly picked up by Irondequoit and cleared the distance. So Aiden Bushnell with it now, as the Saints will play catch here. They'll look for an outlet. Sent back into the zone by Irondequoit. Good work by the Irondequoit Eagles on this penalty kill. Nothing to show for it at all here for the Churchville-Chili Saints. They can't even maintain possession as it's sent in once again. Somebody's got to go if you're the Churchville-Chili Saints. Got to go after the puck and take a stand. And now they just drew themselves offside again as Joe Pellegrino was making some shifts at the blue line. And I'm not sure who exactly that was on the far side. That was a little bit too far ahead of the play. But in any event, the Saints are whistled for an offside. They're down to 35 seconds remaining in this power play. The faceoff will be just outside the Irondequoit zone. It's sent into the zone by Churchville. Now they'll have to go after it. Picked up though by the Eagles. Sent up the boards, but not out. Good keep in there by Brady. Now Canellis up top for Galliford. He snaps a shot and it goes wide. Now behind the net is Indiamo looking to come out with it. He'll go back up top for Galliford. Cross ice for Brady. Brady will go back up top for Galliford. Now to Canellis at the circle. Once more up top for Galliford. He'll look to the net, snap it. It hit a skate and deflected wide. Now Canellis with it as the Eagles have returned to full strength here. Now Canellis stepping into a shot and it goes over the net. So Churchville has had a few shot attempts in these last few minutes, but none of them have gone to the net. Now another one from Galliford, and once again that one misses. Behind the Irondequoit net, now it comes out in front, but it's the Eagles with possession, and it's brought out by Carey. Carey over the line, tries to dangle around the defenseman, but he lost his footing. Now a battle just outside of the bench. There it eventually found its way to the neutral zone, and the Eagles sent it in and will complete their line change as we're down to 5:40 left in this second period. Boy, it sure seems like this second period has flown along much more quickly than that first period did. A lot more flow and a lot more constant play here as that shot from the Saints goes in on goal to the goaltender Wallner. He gloves it down and kept play alive. The Eagles do get it out. Now they'll have it again in their own end, looking for an outlet pass. Nice pass on the tape of Landon Bryan. Bryan trying to cut to the middle. He was denied. Return pass by Velopek could not connect with Bryan. Now the Saints will look to get it out. Good work there by Finn Story. They now chip it out to the neutral zone. Story has it again. He'll pass it up. And the pass for Amico. Amico will just chip it into the corner, but he'll give chase there to battle the Irondequoit defenseman. That's Tommy Holf. A battle in the far corner now. Cena come out with it. And we're going to get a penalty. I think this is going to go to Churchville. It looks like I'm trying to get a number on it to see who it was. It looks like it's going to be Jack Sloan going off, and he's going to call for roughing, and I don't necessarily disagree with that call by the official. It did look like Jack Sloan got his arms up a bit high on that Irondequoit defenseman. So now with 4:42 remaining in this second period, the Irondequoit Eagles will head back to the power play. This will be their second man advantage. Well, they had a phenomenal penalty kill just a few moments ago, so now they get the man advantage and a chance to get this game tied up. A really good chance to get this game tied up, we should say, as here they go to work. Here's a cross-ice feed, unable to control it, but they do keep it in here. Here's Parsons behind the net looking to come out with it up top. Now Hove at the point. He slaps it toward the net. It never got through. The puck skitters to the corner. There to play it is, I believe that's Adams. Adams to Parsons. A save made by Wilson. In the corner, the Eagles do control it. Now up top for Hove. A return pass down low. Cross ice for Adams. A look to the net. Oh, and that one eluded everybody. And now a possible 2-on-1 developing for Churchville. Here's Canellis trying to cut his way to the middle, but he was denied. He keeps it alive, though. His pass, he was unable to connect with Girolamo. And now the Eagles will regroup in their own end, and they'll look to start out with just under a minute remaining in the man advantage. 3:35 to go in this period. Chance developing the other way for Churchville, but no acceleration there for, sorry, I couldn't see who that was. Oh, it was Amico, Ryan Amico, as he had a chance developing for a breakaway the other way, but had no acceleration. But now the Eagles will look to go to work in the final 30 seconds of their power play. Here's Bryan with it. Landon Bryan centering pass. At the point, the Eagles do keep it in. Good work by Velopek to keep it alive, but another chance for the Saints, and they do get it out, and that should take care of the majority of what's left on this Irondequoit power play. Cross-ice feed, and it's Velopek bringing it over the line. Velopek's got some room to work with. That shot is denied by Cole Wilson and deflects to the corner. Now in the slot, looking up for a pass ahead to Indiamo. It went too far for him, and this will come back for an icing against the Saints. Once again, tonight's second period is brought to you by Bill Gray's Restaurant and Tap Rooms. Every Tuesday is Great Plate Tuesday at Bill Gray's. It's only $9.99 for 2 Bill Gray's cheeseburgers on top of home fries, mac salad, loaded with your choice of toppings, including Bill Gray's famous meat hot sauce. Great Plate Tuesday is every Tuesday. Gimme, 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 Bill Gray's. And once again, I will repeat, just because today is Friday, that doesn't mean you should shy away from going to Bill Gray's for dinner tonight. Great Plates taste just as good on Friday as they do on Tuesdays. And everything else they have on the menu. Don't forget dessert. They've got a great selection of phenomenal ice cream dishes and milkshakes, of course. So head on over to your nearest Bill Gray's for an excellent Friday dinner. Once again, we're so glad you've joined us here on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week here on Rock Sports Network. It's been a good one with just under 2 minutes remaining in this second period. It's 1-0 in favor of the Churchville-Chili Saints, shaping up to be a phenomenal third period. And we are glad that you have joined us here as well. As a stoppage of play and a face-off will come in the Irondequoit zone as the Eagles chipped it out of play. As, just before that, there was a play in front of the Churchville bench that it looked like the puck had gone up and deflected off of a Churchville player, and the Churchville bench was calling for the whistle to sound there. Faceoff was won by Irondequoit. Now they reverse it. The Eagles will reverse amongst their defensemen, trying a breakout pass that was intended for number 21, Henry Velopek, but it went too far from him. It comes back for an icing now against the Eagles as we're inside a minute 30 remaining. So we will have another face-off in the Irondequoit zone. This is a big face-off here in this final minute 28 of the second period. If the Saints can get possession here, they can definitely set something up that can lead to a chance or two. And that's what they do here. They win the draw. Galliford snaps it on goal, glove down by Wallner, and he hangs on. Nice. It's like we spoke it into existence with that face-off win by the Saints, and then the shot that came from Grayson Galliford. But a fine save by Chase Wallner to glove it down and not allow any rebound of any sort. That face-off is controlled by the Eagles. But they don't possess it as they get it out of the zone. Now chipped up the boards once again by Irondequoit, but they just get it out of the zone. They don't possess it, so Churchville will start back in the other directions. We're inside the final minute here of the second period. Canellis took a hit there, but left it for his point man. That shot came. It was denied by the goaltender. Now the Eagles do chip it out to the neutral zone. They'll look to start. And a big hit delivered there by Galliford. And a chance developing in front, and we are going to get a penalty coming up to Churchville. Parsons tried to pass to the point that was blocked, and then eventually now touched up by Churchville, and we've got we've got a disappointed coaching staff on the Churchville bench, but it's going to be a hooking call to the Saints. It will be Ryan Amico going off for the hook. As I think what the Churchville bench was disappointed about was there was a play just before that they thought Irondequoit could have been whistled for, but nonetheless the officials disagree, and the Eagles are back to the man advantages. Here they win the draw and look to go to work. Stepping into a shot that was blocked en route. Now still controlled here by the Eagles. Another one from Hove is stopped by Wilson, and he covers up to deny any rebound. As we're down to 14 seconds left in this second period, a minute 44 on the man advantage. So if the Eagles do not convert in these next 14 seconds, the power play will carry over to the beginning of the third period. Here's a big draw to the left of Cole Wilson. It is won again by the Eagles. Boy, the Eagles definitely have the advantage in face-offs tonight. Here's Holvey stepping into a shot is blocked. A follow-up chance. It pops up into the air, trying to slap away at it. Then another turn by Velopek went wide, and they don't have enough time to get another chance on the net. A bit of a flurry there at the very end of that second period. But the Churchville-Chili Saints avoid danger, and they do carry that 1-0 lead into the third period. We are through the first two here at Scottsville Ice Arena on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. Some good play by Cole Wilson and the Churchville-Chili defenseman, keeping this a 1-0 lead. We've got a good third period on the way, so we encourage you to stick around. We will be back for third period action in a moment, folks.
It's a new year, and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2024 all-electric Honda Prologue EX all-wheel drive, only $129 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2025 Honda HR-V LX two-wheel drive, only $209 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda. It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2024 all-electric Honda Prologue EX all-wheel drive, only $129 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
For the best selection of hockey equipment in the area, visit Locker Room Sports. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Choose from a large selection of in-stock gloves, pants, skates, and pads, along with a huge selection of sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Warrior, and more, in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Locker Room Sports, Rochester's headquarters for hockey, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece. They know the game, they know the fit.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
For the best selection of hockey goalie equipment in the area, visit Goalie World at Locker Room Sports. Over 100 pairs of pads in stock, blockers, helmets, gloves, pants, skates, and sticks by Bauer, CCM, True, Vaughn, and more. All in adult and youth sizes at prices to fit your budget. Why shop online when you can buy today and play tonight? Try everything on and get the proper fit the first time with the help of the Locker Room team. Goalie World at Locker Room Sports, 2184 West Ridge Road in Greece.
It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2025 Honda HR-V LX two-wheel drive, only $209 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda.
Back inside Scottsville Ice Arena on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. We are moments away from the start of the third period here tonight between the Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints. What a game it's been so far. Low scoring, but that doesn't necessarily mean it hasn't been a good one. It's been, we've had a couple blowouts on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, so it's nice to see a bit of a more conservative, low-scoring game and setting up what should be a great third period as both teams try to grind it out here and come away with a victory on this Friday evening. The Irondequoit Eagles pushed quite a bit in that second period, if I were to say so myself. And at the other end, Cole Wilson has played himself a really good game, keeping the Saints in it. And at the same time, Chase Wallner has made his fair share of saves for the Eagles to keep this only a 1-0 deficit. So we'll see if the Eagles have the equalizer in them, and we'll see if the Saints can add to their lead here. But nonetheless, it's going to be a good finish. As we'll remind you, if you're just joining us now, the Eagles are beginning this third period on the man advantage as now Ryan Amico is still serving his minor penalty. So for the first 90 seconds of this third period here, the Irondequoit Eagles will have a great chance to get this game tied up as their top power play unit will look to go to work as the official is explaining a few things to Irondequoit head coach Mike Cimino. And he also had some words for Ryan Amico in the Churchville bench. Obviously, probably just directing for when he can exit or whatever. But here we go. We are underway in the third period here at Scottsville Ice Arena. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us here tonight. We're glad you've joined us on one of our what's been one of our better games so far. As a scramble on the near side boards, it eventually popped out, and trying to bring it back in the zone was Doug Velopek, but Nick Beachy was stuck in the Irondequoit zone, and thus they were whistled for an offside. So we will have a face-off just outside the Churchville zone on the far end of our camera here. 1:11 to go in the Irondequoit power play. Just about 30 seconds into this third period. This is the time now, if you're the Irondequoit Eagles, to get the game tied up. Take advantage of this power play and go from there as it's sent into the zone by Landon Bryan. Landon Bryan has had himself a good game for the Irondequoit Eagles. He was phenomenal on a penalty kill earlier in that second period, but they've got nothing to show for it on the scoreboard thus far. Looking to change that. Here they go to work. Slap toward the net and in! And there we go, right on cue. The pass from the point came from Tommy Hove to the far side half boards. And just like that, the Irondequoit Eagles have tied it up here in the third period as it's Landon Bryan who's going to get credit for the goals. We'll have another look at it. Look at the pass, cross ice, and Bryan just tees it up. Good work by good simple work, I should say, by the Irondequoit Eagles. And just like that, we are tied early on in this third period. And finally, they capitalize on one of their man advantages. The Churchville-Chili Saints opening goal of the night came on the power play as well. So far, obviously, both teams only able to score on the man advantage. But in any event, we are tied at 1 here with just under 16 minutes remaining in this third period here at Scottsville Ice Arena. Here come the Saints the other way. Oh, what a save by Chase Wallner, and he's got it. He hangs on to it. A 2-on-1 the other way as the Saints went to work. We'll have another look at it. Look at this rush. The cross-ice feed, the quick one-timer deflection, and Wallner going post to post makes the save to keep this a 1-1 game. Oh, my. That's a save right there that the best goaltenders that the best goaltenders make look easy. And Chase Wallner getting across from post to post. And with all due respect to Chase Wallner, he's not the biggest goaltender out there, but he was quick and thus was able to make that save and keep this a 1-1 game. As the Saints will look to build off of that, but it's quickly stolen away now by Irondequoit, and out they come. Here's Landon Bryan over the line, the guy who just tied it up a moment ago for the Eagles. Now at the point, sent back down to the boards. Just below us, back into the Churchville zone, but Bryan could not play it for Irondequoit as it would have been whistled for an offside. But good forecheck here, putting some pressure on the Churchville defenseman. It comes up the boards, and the Saints do get that one out. Picked up, nice interception by Churchville as Amico has it over the line. He's all by himself in the Irondequoit zone, and then he just gives it away. I don't think he realized he was by himself. I think if he did, he probably would have hung on to it and just kept skating with it. But meanwhile, Churchville has it back, and Amico will chip it, but it's too hard to handle. But they do get it back with Gallagher. Gallagher battling there with Alex McLaughlin. And now the Saints have it in the slot. That selling out there was Bryan to block it, and he did, and the Eagles will start back. But it's now picked up by Churchville. They will control it in their own end. Sent up the boards. Chipped ahead. Now the Eagles have it back. Bringing it over the line is McLaughlin. He was bumped into, though, and the Saints do get it out of the zone. Here is Jack Sloan with it now for Churchville as both teams just going back and forth, exchanging possessions. Neither able to really establish any possession. Now the Saints do, the shot attempt there came from Indiano that went wide, but the puck does flutter its way back into the neutral zone, so the Saints will have to go back and regroup. Here's Galliford with it. Galliford tried to kick it up to himself, but he kicked it too far, and the Eagles will send it into the zone, and now they'll have an opportunity to make something of this. TJ Meyer chips it over, and it's sent the distance by Churchville, and that will come back for an icing. With 13:03 remaining in the third period, we are all tied at 1. Tonight's third period is brought to you by Locker Room Sports, outfitting beginners to pros playing hockey, soccer, and lacrosse since 1977, including former local NHL players Ryan Callahan, Brian Giunta, his brother Steven, and their families. Stop in to see Graham and the gang for the special attention you deserve, because they know the game and they know the fit. That's Locker Room Sports on Ridge Road West in Greece. 12:40 to go in this third period. 1-1 between the Churchville-Chili Saints and the Irondequoit Eagles. Cole Wilson just made a fine save there to keep this a 1-1 game, and the Saints will look to get it out of their own end here. Some good passing there. They do elevate it out, and a possible chance developing, trying to get to the net, and they score! A nice pass by Finn Story, and I believe it was Canellis who chipped it in. And yes, indeed, it was Ben Canellis, his second of the game. Look at the play here by Finn Story. Nice backhand feed, and Canellis just gets a blade on it to chip it over Chase Wallner. And Churchville-Chili Saints have the lead once again. They lead it 2-1. That was just good awareness by the Churchville-Chili Saints and Finn Story and Ben Canellis for, again, it seemed like a broken play that where the puck got caught up in some feet, and then those two broke away, took advantage of their 2-on-1 opportunity, and a nice backhand feed. He may have even put some sauce on it by Finn Story, and obviously a nice deflection by Canellis to chip it into the net. And Canellis has both Churchville goals, as we mentioned, and now they lead it 2-1 as they'll look to stay organized here and not let Irondequoit get this game tied up again. But here are the Eagles trying to do just that. At the point, McLaughlin sends it down low. Now it's in the hash marks. A pass hit a couple of skates, and another chance was blocked. Now Velopek on the far side, centering pass for Carey. Over to McLaughlin, snapping. That one was blocked. Nice play by Joe Pellegrino to go down and block that. Now a battle on the near side boards. As there's a lot of bodies scrambling on those near side boards. Somebody trying to come out with it. The referee's letting them play, and then eventually it's dug out by the Saints. They get it enough to get it out of the zone. But here's Irondequoit trying to regroup and trying to start back the other way as it's Carey over the line. He's got a burst of speed, and he scores! Oh, Dylan Carey, what a spectacular individual effort. And just like that, we are tied again. Dylan Carey, talk about grabbing the bull by the horns and making something out of nothing. He was on the right wing side, made a move to his left, and then finished the play nicely to get this game tied up again. As not much that Cole Wilson could do on that play. So Nick Beachy will get credit for the assist on that Dylan Carey goal. And with 10:20 to go in this third period, we are tied up once again at 2. Here come the Eagles looking for more. That cross-ice pass could not connect with anybody. Now another battle in the near side corner. It's shot up the boards, but Irondequoit was there to block it. But now the Saints do regain possession and get it out. It's deflected off the boards and does go far enough for icing. Good awareness there by Chase Wallner to allow that to go wide of his net and be whistled for an icing. This is a big face-off. We are now inside 10 minutes. The final 10 minutes remaining in regulation. So every face-off in an opposing zone is going to be huge and a great opportunity for that attacking team to set up what could be a game winner, as Brian Young, the head coach of the Churchville-Chili Saints, getting an explanation from the official. I'm not entirely sure what he is questioning here, but the puck is dropped and it's won cleanly by Irondequoit. Snapped toward the goal, but scooped up by Cole Wilson. As if I couldn't exactly tell from this angle, but I'm sure that puck went through some traffic and went through multiple bodies, but Cole Wilson made a nice play, almost like a first baseman scooping the baseball out of the dirt when he gets a short hop there, but a fine save indeed by the goaltender Wilson. The Saints win that battle and they do get it out of the zone. It's sent into the zone by Amico, but quickly on it is Alex McLaughlin for Irondequoit, and he starts up the other way. He tried to advance it to Henry Velopek. Velopek didn't know what he was doing, and thus it resulted in a turnover. That could have been a 2-on-1 for Irondequoit, but back the other way, here comes Churchville. Sloan over the line, battling there with his opposing defenseman, and now Irondequoit does get it out in the neutral zone and sends it back into the zone. They'll complete a line changes as that group was near the end of a shift. Back the other way now, here come the Saints. It's sent on goal by Sloan and steered aside by Wallner, the goaltender. Now on the near side half boards, Amico centering pass, and it went off the side of the net as that backhanded attempt came from, I believe that's Aiden Bushnell who was in deep, but good chance there for the Saints. Now the Eagles controlling it in the neutral zone, cutting to his right, then to his left. A nice move by Velopek. Tries a centering pass, and a collision right in front of the net, as I believe that was Landon Bryan who took down the Churchville player. The Churchville bench wanted a penalty. They won't get one, as that was Finn Story who got run over by Landon Bryan. Faceoff will be to the left of Wilson. It's won by the Saints. Sent below the goal by Grady Galliford. Now Canellis trying to come out with it, but it went off his stick, and the Eagles regain possession. That's a bad pass that was tough to handle there by Beachy. Beachy will go back for it. He's got some pressure on him. And the Eagles chip it up, but they don't get it out. That's Grady Galliford keeping it in for Churchville. It goes up the glass. Now controlled by Bryan. Landon Bryan has had himself a good game. It wasn't exactly a clear breakout by the Irondequoit Eagles. But now they do get into the zone as Bryan chips it into the corner. Now it's there to be picked up by Velopek. Velopek looks to the net, ends up giving it away. As we're down to 7:20 remaining in this third period. Here's an outlet pass on the stick after it deflected. It tripped up, no penalty called. The Irondequoit bench wanted one there, but they won't get one. It was back-to-back plays from both sides that probably could have resulted in penalties, but no calls. I guess that's fair. Then Landon Bryan snaps a shot meanwhile, but a nice save made by Wilson. At the point, here's McLaughlin snapping it toward the net, and Wilson got a blocker on it to deflect it wide, and the Saints will give themselves a breather here. They'll take the icing to get a stoppage of play, as we're now inside 7 minutes remaining in this third period. 6:45 to be exact, with a face-off coming up to the right of Churchville goaltender Cole Wilson. That draw was won by the Eagles. A quick shot that just deflected wide. Behind the Churchville net, the Saints do control it. A pass up for Galliford, and they do break it out. Now they'll try and get it deep. They do. It's on goal. Amico spins to his right, goes back to the point where Galliford snaps it to the net. A save by Wallner, and he cleared the rebound away. Amico goes back up top for Galliford, who then puts it to the net again. That never got through to Wallner, and the Eagles will start back. That pass is deflected way up in the air. Galliford gloved it down. Now a battle going on in front of the Churchville bench. It eventually finds its way to the neutral zone where the Eagles play it, as we're down to 6 minutes remaining in this third period. Here's Galliford reversing it to Gallagher, or sorry, to Sloan there. Now up the boards, here's Pellegrino sending it in, and he sends it into the Irondequoit bench, and we will have a stoppage of play. Once again, tonight's third period is brought to you by Locker Room Sports, outfitting beginners to pros, playing hockey, soccer, and lacrosse since 1977. This includes former local NHL players Ryan Callahan, Brian Gianta, Steven Gianta, and all of their families. Stop in to see Graham and the gang for the special attention you deserve, because they know the game and they know the fit. Visit Locker Room Sports on Ridge Road West in Greece. They do a fine job sharpening skates up there at Locker Room as well, so if you need your wheels carved, head on up there to see Graham and the boys for a fresh set of steel, as we are just over 5 minutes remaining in this third period. Still 2-2 as a shot from the point comes from the Eagles there. It's blockered aside by the goaltender Wilson, and now back in the other end, the Eagles trying to regroup, but some good pressure here by Churchville trying to pin them. In the skates of Velopek, he looks for some reinforcements. And a shot came from the high slot, and it deflected in. And just like that, the Churchville-Chili Saints have taken the lead back. I'm not sure who that was, as we'll get another look at it. Oh, just a point-blank turnaround shot, and it looks like it's going to be Evan Girolamo who let that shot go, as the puck somehow found its way to the blade of his stick. He turned and fired it and beat the goaltender, Chase Wallner. And once again, the Churchville-Chili Saints now lead for a third different time. There we go, Girolamo. And Finn Story gets credit for his second assist of the evening. And as we were saying just before we went to listen to the announcement, the Churchville-Chili Saints have now led 3 separate times in this game. Obviously, Irondequoit answered the first 2. Can they answer a third time? We're down to 4:04 remaining in this third. Here are the Eagles looking to go to work. McLaughlin at the point, snapping it toward the goal. Nice play there to block that shot. Here's McLaughlin with it once more. That one gets through, but Wilson makes a nice save. As I meant to say that first block shot was by Jacob Sheets. Nice play to sell out and dive and just get in the way of that. And then the second shot by McLaughlin that came moments after that, Sheets was unable to get in the way of it, and there was a bit of a screen in front of Cole Wilson, but Cole Wilson did whatever he could to get his body in front of it, and he did succeed. The Saints win the draw, and they do get it out after a nice breakout there, but they turn it over, and back the other way comes Bryan for Irondequoit. Landon Bryan trying to go to the net. He's battling in the corner. It eventually comes up the boards, and the Saints do get it out. Good hustle here by Gallagher, but he couldn't continue his motion forward, but he still did a good job disrupting that attempt there for Irondequoit. Now here it's sent in by Beachy, right on goal, and Wilson has not taken any chances. He will cover up and hang on for a stoppage of play as we're down to 3:10 remaining in this third period. Once again, thank you to the staff here at Scottsville Ice Arena for their assistance in making tonight's broadcast possible. Always a blast here at Scottsville Ice Arena, despite how cold it might be. As we've had another fine broadcast, fine stream here on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. And here come the Churchville-Chili Saints again, trying to give themselves some breathing room. Canellis will send it down low. As that was Grayson Galliford leading the rush the other way. Irondequoit will play catch amongst their defensemen, look for a breakout, a pass up for Bryan, off his stick. Galliford has it now for Churchville. He'll send it back into the corner. Canellis giving chase. McLaughlin is there for it first for Irondequoit. As we're down to 2:33 remaining in this third period. The Churchville-Chili Saints clinging to a 3-2 lead. Behind the Churchville net now. It's played there. Up the boards and out, and is died. And this is not going to make it far enough for icing, so a successful clearing attempt there for Churchville. A giveaway over the line, and in comes Indiano. Indiano was eventually fought off by McLaughlin. Now here's Grady Galliford, had some pressure on him, and he loses possession. Trying to get it to the front are the Eagles. A big scramble there. It eventually comes out, and Churchville starts the other way. Here's Joey Pellegrino snapping it on goal. A save made by Wallner, and he will hang on, and the Churchville-Chili Saints will definitely take that. It was a fine save by Wallner. I'm sure Wallner would have liked to not have to cover that up, but well, I'm sure he would have liked to not have a face-off in his own end, but he pretty much had no choice. The most important thing there was not allowing a rebound, so fine play all around by Chase Wallner. Face-off is won by the Eagles. 1:45 to go in this third period. Churchville trying to preserve this one-goal lead. They've led on 3 different occasions, and obviously the first 2 times the Eagles came back to tie it. And now they'll have to protect the lead here. With 1:30 to go, we'll keep an eye on Chase Wallner at the other end to see when he goes off for the Eagles to get the extra attacker on. Canellis turns and fires it into the zone. He was ahead of the red line. That will not be icing. And the Eagles look to break out. Coming ahead, deferring to Landon Bryan. Bryan across ice, pass and a backhand, and they score! The pass connects, and the shot was put in as it was point blank and tough for Cole Wilson to handle. As we'll get another look at it, watch Landon Bryan cross the line here. A nice cross-ice feed, and a backhand shot was just buried home. And the Irondequoit Eagles once again have tied the game here in this third period. I didn't catch the number. I'm not sure if it's Dylan Carey who's going to get credit for that goal. We'll wait for the announcement. But wow, what drama here on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. We are inside the final minute now, all knotted up at 3. So Doug Velopek, number 4, is going to be the one who gets credit for that Irondequoit goal. And Landon Bryan obviously gets the assist as we're down to 40 seconds remaining in this third period. We've got a whistle for a stoppage. Are they saying that hit a glove on the Churchville bench? I'm not sure. I wasn't looking in that direction. I think that is what they're saying, yes. And it was played by a Churchville player as the faceoff is in the Churchville zone with 38 seconds left. Here is a crucial faceoff. It's won by the Eagles. Here's McLaughlin with it. He'll send it into the corner to keep it safe. A battle behind the Churchville net, twisting along, trying to come out with it are the Eagles. Now Canellis picks it up with 25 seconds left. There's a chance. Ben Canellis looking for a hat trick. Oh, and he's dumped there by Tommy Hove. 15 seconds left. The Eagles have it now. They'll look to start in the other direction. Now teams exchanging possession, and I think we are inching toward overtime now, as now they'll just eat it along the boards, and that will take us down to the end of regulation, all knotted up at 3. Wow, what a game it's been here on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week at Scottsville Ice Arena. Well, we said we expected a good one, and that's exactly what we got, as now we are just moments away from the start of overtime. We will take a break. Don't go away, folks. Overtime coming up in a moment.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2024 all-electric Honda Prologue EX all-wheel drive, only $129 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda. It's a new year and you deserve a new Honda. At Ralph Honda, lease the 2025 Honda HR-V LX 2-wheel drive, only $209 a month. We're getting you where you need to go for 3 generations. Ralph Honda.
Back inside Scottsville Ice Arena here on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. The Irondequoit Eagles and the Churchville-Chili Saints are all knotted up at 3. It's been a great game, a back and forth game, if you will. And that's where we stand as a 5-minute overtime period is coming up momentarily. One more time, thank you to Kyle Sanson for his work on camera and graphics here this evening. It's been a great broadcast all around and a fun game here on this Friday evening at Scottsville Ice Arena. Now the next goal wins. What a wild third period. What a wild second half of the game it's been, I should say, as the first period only saw one goal. And then in the remainder, the rest of them, all of the rest of them came in the second half time frame of this contest. So we'll remind you teams do not skate 4-on-4 in Section 5. It'll be a 5-on-5 OT for 5 minutes. And here we go. Next goal wins between the Churchville-Chili Saints and the Irondequoit Eagles here this evening. Landon Bryan chips it into the goal there, into the zone there for Irondequoit. What a game he's had. He scored a goal. He's had a couple of assists. And here they come now with a chance in the slot. Deflected off a stick and goes wide. Now the Eagles will control it here. Up for Bryan. It went too far for him. Galliford will send it into the zone. It took a funky bounce. The Eagles will look to control it. They'll look for an outlet. As it's sent up to the hash marks, but now kept in. Chipped out of the zone. In the neutral zone, both teams looking to come away with it. Who will it be? Now it's Irondequoit. Velopek coming over the line with help from Hove. Hove lost possession of it though eventually, and the Saints do chip it out off the glass and back into the Irondequoit zone. Now the Eagles do pick it up. A pass up ahead for Carey. Now in the Eagles zone, their defensemen pick it up. They clear it out. That pass is a little bit too far or too tough to handle for Doug Velopek, so it will come back for an icing against the Eagles. So we'll have a face-off in their zone now. Face-offs in the attacking zone are crucial for both sides, obviously. But here, if you're the Churchville-Chili Saints, a chance to get the draw and set something up. In to take it was Indiamo off the draw. He did not win it. But the Saints do come up with possession here. Good work to regain that. Indiamo backhands to the net. A save made by Wallner. The rebound was cleared away. Now Indiana will send it back down low. There to play it up, and the Eagles do chip it out. And now back in the Eagles zone, they'll look for a breakout pass. Oh, a big hit delivered there by Brady. The Irondequoit bench wanted a penalty. They're not going to get one as the puck found its way all the way in on Cole Wilson, and he covered up just as a precaution. 3:12 remaining in this OT period. All tied up at 3. Next goal wins here at Scottsville Ice Arena. We're so glad you've joined us. And if you've been with us all game, you've been treated to a good one here on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. The draw in the Churchville zone is won by Irondequoit, thrown to the net quickly, and a nice save made by Wilson as that shot came from Dylan Carey. Dylan Carey will step in to take the draw once again for the Eagles. Let's see if he can win it. He tries to get it with his feet, but it's won by Churchville. That was a bit of a stalemate between the two centermen, and some work by the Saints teammates were able to dig that puck out. Grayson Galliford will send that into the zone, but quickly now possessed by the Eagles. They'll reverse it. Up the boards it goes. Galliford has it. He snaps it, but it goes wide of the net. Now a centering pass, and they just couldn't connect. A chance was developing there for the Saints. In the neutral zone, ahead comes Amico, and he's run into by McLaughlin. I'm not sure he saw him coming, and McLaughlin did his job there, finishing his check and knocking Amico off the puck. Back the other way come the Eagles now. Here is Carey on the right wing side. Galliford tries to finish him off, but he does not. Carey he goes around the net looking for some outlets. At the point, Hove, cross ice. Snap toward the net, they score! Just like that, the Irondequoit Eagles, they did not lead once in the game in regulation. They had to tie it up on 3 separate occasions. And here in overtime, with just over 2 minutes remaining in the period, they get the game winner. What chaos, what drama here tonight at Scottsville Ice Arena. As that shot from the right wing side, bit of a seeing eye shot that just beat Cole Wilson, and the Irondequoit Eagles come away winners here at Scottsville. What a game. Wait for the announcement to see who that was on the far side that let the shot go. So Alex McLaughlin is going to get credit for the game winner for the Irondequoit Eagles. And what a game. He had himself a bit of an undershadowed good game, I would say. There were so many times he controlled the pace and did so much on the back end responsibly. But in any event, the Irondequoit Eagles win a thriller here on our Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week by a score of 4-3. Coming up in just a moment, and it will be posted later on to our Facebook page, is our Ralph Honda Player of the Game. Find out who it is. But other than that, thank you all for tuning in to our live broadcast, and we hope you have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.